Hey guys, how are you all? I hope everyone who's tuning in is doing really well. I am going to do things a bit differently today. So, I'm still talking about project management, but I want to talk about it in the sense of project managing your life. So, for me, I am somebody who works really hard. Like, I am the type of person that, especially because I'm a freelance project manager, like, it's really important that I represent my brand. Like, I am my own brand. So, it's really important that I work at a level of excellence. And I think for anybody, to be fair, that should be key, like, to just have a standard of excellence in everything that you do. So, I went through a phase where I was always working really hard, never taking any time off, just like on the go constantly. And my health was suffering. Like I was fully on the go all the time. And I never paid attention to my health. Like as long as I could get up and do what I was doing, it was just like, it's all good. But I decided to project manage my own life in addition to, working and project managing all of these amazing projects. It's important to see yourself as a project too. I want to give you an example of this. I want to give you an example of something that I did last year that has changed my life. So I decided to treat myself like a project. I went to see a natural health consultant. His name is Darren Beppo, and that changed my life. Reason being was because for the first time in my life, I took control of me. And it's something that he said to me. He said to me, "What do you do for a living?" I said, "I'm a project manager." He was like, "Oh, wow. So you're really busy then?" I'm assuming, like, yeah. And he was like, "So now you're project manager in your own life?" And I was just like, yeah, I guess so. But when I think about it now, that's exactly what I did. I took myself as a project and essentially I used, I'll get into the results of what I went through in a minute, but essentially what I did was it's almost like if you're looking at yourself as a project, all of your body parts are like deliverables, right? Like you've got what's the target, what's the goal in your head? In your head, your goal is for every part of your body to be healthy, right? So, each part of my body is a really important deliverable that I need to be successful to keep me healthy, to keep me alive. I'm a mum of two kids, so my health is really important to me. So, as part of this health program, what I did was I went to Durham, a private health consultant. The most important part was that the focus is on natural healing. So, instead like a doctor, you go to a doctor and a doctor would give you all of these different pharmaceutical products. And I'm not really a fan of pharmaceutical products, to be honest, because I believe that our bodies can naturally heal itself with the right kind of natural products. So anyway, let me just get to the main point because I feel like I'm just waffling now. So what I did was I went to see this health consultant and I had a full body scan. Now I was scanned from head to toe. How did I have this scan? By putting earphones on. Sounds crazy. Sounds like, what are you on about, Tash? Have you lost your marbles? But no, that's how I had the body scan. Don't ask me to explain the product and the technology behind it, but I was able to have a full body scan, a full emotional scan of my emotional health, and a full scan of the foods that my body really wants and really needs. So I'll start with the scan of my whole body. Now this scan told me everything I needed to know about my body, right? I found out that I had a gluten allergy. I found out that I had a clogged colon. My colon was clogged from all the years and years of eating, junk food, fast food, KFC. You know how it goes. You just live in life, right? You're just eating. I've been pregnant twice. I've had, times where I've just pigged out on a load of junk food. I used to love chocolate. I still do love chocolate, but I'm talking about more sugary chocolates and processed chocolates back then. So that was part of my normal day-to-day eating routine, right? I mean, it's normal for me. It was anyway. So I had a full scan, found out I had a clogged colon, found out about hemorrhoids. I found out about a whole load of stuff, right? I've been going into a lot of personal details if I started spilling all the beans. But yeah, I found out about a whole load of stuff. Fatty liver, for example. I mean, how on earth would you know you had a fatty liver? Like, how on earth would you know that you had a clogged digestive system? all of these things I found out when I started to really see myself as a project. So I guess why am I talking about this today? Because I want to encourage you guys who are really striving to become project managers to make sure that you're taking care of yourselves too. Like, your body is so important in order for you to achieve the things that you want to achieve. And sometimes we think that we're doing the right things because we might be exercising, a couple of times a week, 3 times a week, but there's stuff that you need to do to your body from a cellular level to really heal your body. Anyway, found out about all these things. A few more things: foggy brain, parasites in my digestive system that just comes from fast food, basically, and eating foods that aren't organic. Found out all of these things, and what did I do? I began a program where it's a 3-month program, 90 days, where you basically completely change the way you eat. First time I did it, I did not take it seriously at all. I was still eating junk food. I just thought, yeah, I'll just take these products and I will, change my life. Second time I did do it for the second time because I realized that the first time I was not serious, and I didn't want to keep going and paying money to have these products that are not really working because I'm not doing what I need to do. So I really project managed myself to an extent where I changed the whole eating habit for my household. So now we have, other people don't have to go this far at the end of the day. I did it for my own personal reasons. But yeah, I stopped eating meat. I began to include more raw food in my diet, less heat on my food, taking the products, doing liver cleanses, which means drinking the 400 milliliters of oil. Now, don't just drink 400 milliliters of oil. There's a process. There's an actual order to what I'm saying. So don't just go and drink it and think, yeah, no, don't do that. The same energy that I was putting into projects at work, I began to put that into myself. And on a real road to recovery now through natural products and changing my diet to a raw diet. Now, I would say that I'm like 70% raw. I still cook food, I no longer eat meat, but I have seen a complete shift in my health. So my liver is no longer fatty. It's 66% healed. And so I can't even put it into words. It's that intense, right? I cannot put it into words. But I saw a complete restoration of my body, my liver, my digestive system, my brain, like all of these things just through changing my diet and just through taking these natural health products. So I want to encourage you guys, as well as focusing really hardcore on your career, focus on your health. You need to remember that your health, that was my personal project. Your personal project may be, for example, your financial lifestyle at home and making sure that you're budgeting accurately and you're budgeting right so that you can, build money to invest, or, it might be a side hustle so that you can build a passive income. So just utilize your skill sets. If you've got a timeline or a project tracker, use that tracker to project manage your own things, the things in your life that are really concerning you. We know, and the thing is, at us, we know how things bother us. We know the real in-depth, areas of our lives that are really concerning us, right? And a lot of the times we sit on these things and we just both go to work, and it kind of like just work takes over our minds, isn't it? It kind of preoccupies us. So my advice to you would be to think about the way you manage these projects, right? So meticulously, so thoroughly, okay? And think about perhaps project managing your own life in that exact same way. And, focus on what's bothering you the most about your home life. Is your house always messy? Are you struggling to, keep a track of your finances? Is it your health? Are you trying to, exercise more? Are you thinking now, okay, I'm exercising more, but I'm still, going through certain issues with my health. Maybe I should, get my body checked out from a cellular level, because these are the realities of life. At the end of the day, if we don't focus on ourselves and our well-being, our mental health and our well-being, then how are you supposed to drive yourself forward? How are you supposed to work if your health isn't right? So these are really important things that you need to consider. For me, it was health. For others, it could be something different. So please think about project managing your own life and yourself, your own well-being, your own everything, your own walk, your own, your relationship with God even. So think about those things, and I really hope that this video maybe just shifted you into a different dynamic and thinking when it comes to project management in terms of your own personal life as well as from a career perspective. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you found this video valuable, or you have any questions, or you have any more questions about the overall process of what I went through, I can share so much more details. Like, I can share details on the foods that my body needed and things I had to change in terms of my eating, how I changed it, how I failed originally, and how I did the course and the program again. I did it, it's the second time I'm on the program now, funnily enough. So please let me know in the comments if you want any other information. I did mention about the emotional, how I was scanned for what emotions were within my body. It sounds crazy, right? But that's literally what it did. Scanned my body for emotions. I found out things like guilt, and I really had to be delivered. I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, and deliverance was really key for me to really be healed. So yeah, there's so much more I can talk about that, but only if you want to hear more, let me know. Drop me a comment about it and I'll share much more about it. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe if you want to hear more from me, and take care now. Bye bye.